Hi there, and welcome back to the In Honor of Love channel. My name is Ssenyonjo, and today I want to define love. I want to give you the definition of love that you have never heard about, and I will defend it with examples, because I feel the reason why many people have been misled and created expectations against the wrong foundations, especially in their relationships, which has ended up hurting them even more than they were before the relationship, or these relationships have not lasted any longer, is because of the definitions that they have about love. If the definition is wrong, if the way you define love is wrong, then trust me, every relationship you get into, you'll find obstacles, because you'll not find anything that is like what you think love should be. And this is where many people have been hurt beyond repair. That is the complications that we have seen today, especially when people find and meet each other, and then they are breaking up every day, left, right, center. There is a certain definition of love that I am going to give you in this video that I believe will change how you have been committing yourself to a relationship. And it is even much more beautiful if both partners who are in the relationship embrace this definition. So what's the definition? Love is a degree of willingness to be inconvenienced by those who we say we love. And I'll break it down. I'll highlight a few words in this definition. Love is the degree. How far are you willing to go to accept inconvenience? Now, for some people who are already saying, well, that doesn't sound like love, let me give you another way to look at it. Because if you're asking yourself such a question, it is like you're making an assumption that you don't inconvenience others, that you're very easy to love, okay? That you're very, very easy going, that people just find it very easy to love you, and you don't inconvenience others. To you, it may not feel like it's love, but when others accept you and accept the way you are and tolerate you and accept to do for you things that are good, regardless of the things they know about you that are not good, it's because they love you. It's because they are willing to sacrifice themselves to be able to do for you something good. And so this definition is not just how we feel about it. It's because that is also what other people are doing when they are loving us. When somebody is loving me, I know they are sacrificing some bit of themselves. I may be inconveniencing them. I may be taking part of their time that they did not want to give to me. I may be interrupting an activity that they were doing, but they decide that they are going to focus and give me time. So love is a degree of willingness to be inconvenienced. And for people who don't want to be inconvenienced, soon enough you leave that relationship, because any relationship there is inconvenience and consistent inconvenience. When people are dating each other and are not living together, for the biggest part it is easy until they start to live in the same room. Then they start to realize that their differences have been amplified, and so now they have to withstand inconvenience. And if they are not ready to be inconvenienced, then they are going to leave that marriage. So why do I say that this definition is the one that leads to long-lasting relationships and marriages, which eventually become fulfilling? It's because, you see, when people are angry, when people are separating and are making regrets about the relationship they have been in, there are many things that the world has presented as love, like taking someone out, like taking someone to the beach, to a dinner, like taking somebody to an interesting event, like making their birthday. Those things When somebody is hurting, their pain will not be based on the good times that they had. And yet, you'd expect that these are the things that they will be missing and hurting about. But they won't feel so much pain about those moments because they are the easy part of a relationship. When a relationship has the potential to take you to whichever destination you desire, that is easy. Anyone can survive. Anyone can be loving in such a relationship. Anyone. Place anyone you think that is unloving. Place your ex into this relationship and they will be so loving because everything is nice, is good. But the true love, the things that people regret and are hurting about, are those moments where they sacrificed themselves for the other person. If it was a marriage, a woman may probably say, you see, I did everything for this man, everything I knew how to do, but they could not stay, and I don't understand what they want. I did everything. I woke up in the night. I waited for them when they came back, and I gave them food. I killed my career. There are many things. I decided to stay home, and all those things have not mattered. And the man might say, I have done for this woman everything I know how to do. I have worked so hard to make sure that we are happy, we are well, to make sure that my family is doing well. But I don't understand why they have paid me back like this if it has been unfaithfulness. And so those moments when people were sacrificing themselves, that is when they were loving. When somebody sacrifices their time, themselves for you, it's because they love you. And what would this imply anyway? What it implies is that let's take love from here, from the heart, and take it to here. Because when you start loving with reason, not with feelings and emotion, but with the reason, you definitely see how loving your partner is, and you will be able to notice when they are actually loving you. Now, for many people, this is very scary. I have seen people who stop you along the way when you decide to sacrifice yourself for them, and they know it is a sacrifice. They know that you are foregoing the most important things in your life to love them and be there for them, because it puts a burden on them. It puts a big responsibility on them to reciprocate, to return that level of sacrifice on their partner. And when they realize that on their part they may fail, or they may not be up to it, or it may be too much to pay back, even when the person offering this type of love is not demanding for payback, they may say no. They may say, no, I am fine. No, you don't have to. These statements are made when people realize that people are sacrificing themselves for them. Now, with this new light, I want to make a suggestion. As I have said, we need to start loving from the reasoning bit, with the reasons, okay? My wife loves me because she's here every day. Not because I feel good when she's around, because she's here and she takes care of my family and she takes care of our children and she makes sacrifices. She does things for me that I would rather have paid for anywhere else, but she does them out of love. The assumption is that she's enjoying them. No, she's not enjoying them. It is a sacrifice. And loving with reasons means that also the wife will say, my husband loves me because this man is there at home, he comes back, he provides. And I am using these examples not to say that these are the roles that are happening in our families. Traditionally, these are the roles that have been, but roles have changed. But don't feel offended that I'm using those examples, okay? But loving with reasons mean that you give yourself reasons why you know that why somebody is loving you. It's not feelings, it's the things that people do that show you that they love you. So let's give people opportunity to love us. With this new definition, it's very easy for you to stop your spouse when they are trying to love you. As I've said before, when you see somebody sacrificing themselves on your behalf, it frowns you. Like, sometimes we want to say, no, you didn't have to go through all that trouble to make this for me. Some people are invited to surprise events like a birthday, and somebody has prepared and invested and put time, and to them it feels like you didn't have to do all this. Why? Because love at that level is scary. It means that the extent to which I am sacrificing myself, in a way, it puts an expectation on your end that you must also reciprocate. Often it's not the case, but that is what I am saying, that this love at this level is scary. And so we need to give people opportunity to love us. When somebody has given you an example of a surprise birthday party, it is an act of love. Whether you feel happy or sad, when you see them trying to sacrifice themselves on their part, they want to do for you something amazing, don't stop them along the way. Give them an opportunity to love you. Give them an opportunity to go through with the sacrifice they are trying to make on your side. And also, on their side, they need also to learn to accept this type of love. That love is based on reasons, not feelings, because feelings change. Today I am feeling happy. The next moment that feeling has expired and I feel sad. And the next moment somebody has done something that is not within my expectations and I feel angry. And that is how feelings go on throughout the day. And if the marriage commitment is based on these feelings, that is how it's going to appear. In the morning, the marriage is happy and you're willing to commit. Then the next moment when the happiness has worn off, you're sad. And so now the whole commitment to stay married is in a balance because you feel sad. Then the next moment you're angry. And feelings, they are very important, but they are not the ones that keep a marriage. I'll be referring to this definition so many times on this channel as we try to help build stronger relationships in this era, especially for people who are interested in building these relationships and are willing to work on their marriages and their relationships so that they eventually become fulfilling, so that they eventually get out of the turbulent years to reach the years of fulfillment and happiness. Thank you very much for watching, and I want to ask you to subscribe. If you feel this is a discussion or these are the nature of discussions you want to have, I want to ask you to subscribe and like, and also share this video with the people that you feel need to listen to it. You can also use it in your seminars. You can also use it in your conferences to spark discussions. What is the true definition of love? And how are people aligning to the true definition of love? My name is Ssenyonjo. All the best.